this motherfucker out.
What is going on, YouTube? This is PokeZonne101, and I have a Wi-Fi battle against SaiyanMan64, who I found off the TPX Zat chat. And let's get into the battle. This was a pretty good battle. I haven't really faced a rain team, surprisingly, with 5th gen going around. So yeah, he's gonna lead with the Politoed. Obvious rain team is obvious, so I just lead out with my Thundurus. And Politoed's gonna set up Drizzle. That's the only reason why it's there. So for some reason, I thought he'd switch out into like a better counter, but he just ends up going for the Scald while I nasty plot. So that Scald does a lot, so I didn't want to risk nasty plotting up again, so I just Thunderbolt and take that thing out. So that's pretty fortunate, and if I did have like a weather team, which I don't, because weather teams are stupid, except for Sandstorm. Sandstorm's good. But yeah, his team would be screwed over. So I don't know why I didn't see that this thing was Life Orb, the Raikou. But I thought that it was Scarf because it outsped my Thundurus, which is max speed Jolly, or max speed Timid. So, and he switches out when I switched in my Sloppy Joe. So I, catching up, I Earth Power, and then he sends in Bronzong, takes out like a beast. I Scald, doesn't really do a lot. I get tricked, the Choice Specs, and so he gets my leftovers, which, I didn't really need leftovers this battle, which is okay. So, it's alright, and the, Choice Specs actually benefited me in the long run, because I don't know if that crit mattered, it probably did. But, I take that thing out with a Scald, and yeah, he sends in Porygon 2, who traces my Storm Drain, so I'm forced on switching out unless I want to up his special attack. And that's not going to happen, so I send in my Sableye. Congrats, Ninja Dude 36, I used your nickname. Smiley face. So this thing isn't really doing a lot, well, considering it's a Sableye, so I get its Eviolite away with Trick and Toxic, that thing. Thankfully, Toxic did not miss, because that would have been just shitty if Toxic missed. This battle like would have sucked. So I send in Swipin, which is my specially defensive Gallade, and I decide just to bulk up because I know that it's specially defensive, so everything isn't really gonna do a lot on the special side. And did you see how much that Thunder did? That did absolutely nothing. I'm so proud of you, Gallade. I love you. So we're just gonna try and get the para or the crit. None are seem to happen, which is good on my part, so I can just continue bulking up. And he's just gonna get stalled out with the poison. So I just Drain Punch knowing that he's gonna crit or para the next few turns, and just take that thing out with a with a Drain Punch, and then I'm back up at full, so those turns were kind of useless. I just got +2 and nothing happened, pretty much. So that Thunder does a lot, probably because this is more of a special attacker than Porygon Stab also. I get the Para Hacks on the first turn, which I'm pretty sure that Drain Punch would have killed. I'm more than sure that it would have. And I don't know if that crit mattered. That crit might not have mattered, judging by how much HP I had. But I don't know, it was probably max or min damage. So he shows me that he's not Scarfed, Weather Ball. I get the Storm Drain boost. That's just great, because now I'm at +2.5, I think, or +3.5. Depending on how much Storm Drain boosts me up. So I'm take that thing out with a Scald, and I'm just kind of spamming Scald now because I don't want him to substitute Focus Punch on whatever Pokemon comes in. So that's pretty much what the game plan is. I'm just gonna spam Scald until I wither him down with Substitute. And that's gonna work out in my favor because he told me that he had absolutely nothing to do. And so yeah, this is gonna be a little bit of a stall war. Just thought you guys would know in advance. So he goes for the substitute again. Well, I'm gonna scald him again. Yada yada yada. My HP isn't going lower. I should not speed this up because pro shit. And yeah. So I'm probably just gonna put some music in the background of this narration. So you could either watch me nag about how subbing. Oh wait, no, he's down. So never mind. The Star Wars not really happening anymore. So he has nothing to do because his substitute is too low, so he can't. Actually, no, I think he could have subbed again. But, so yeah, he just goes for the focus punch, and I take that thing out with a scald to the ball sack. To the ball sack, yes, to the ball sack. Even though it doesn't really seem like it has one. Looks more of like a clit, but ball sack. So he sends in D-Knight, which I thought was like kind of frustrating because the scald doesn't do anything. That is multi-scale, just thought you guys would know. So it doesn't look like Sloppy Joe's pathetic. By the way, Sloppy Joe! Because Sloppy Joe's pro in more ways than you know. Rhyming. So yeah, I just proceed to scald, maybe hoping for a burn. By the way, I don't get the fucking burn. What the hell? Just thought I'd say that. So yeah, that dragon thingy, that dragon claw is gonna take me out. And I send in my Dragonite, getting ahead because of leftovers. But yeah, I send in my green kite. Flies. So yeah, green kite because it's green and it looks kind of like a kite somehow. And so I outspeed probably because of my nature. That's good game. And see ya. Even when this doesn't finish, so shit. Bye-bye.